What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Today, I want to talk to the palm-colored people that's watching me. I want to talk to those palm-colored people. You see, because I'm a real Pan-African, I attract the opposition. And the opposition to us Pan-Africans, they tend to be palm-colored people. You know, we do got the Canarians who work for the palm-colored people, right? They're the palm-colored people's fan club, right? The Canarians. They want to be honorary palm-colored people. But I want to talk to them, right? Because see, on this YouTube thing, all the so-called pro-blacks and Pan-Africans, they direct all their energy towards other black people, right? A lot of them. All of it, right? All of it, right? And some of them are even afraid to talk directly to the opposition, right? They're afraid. Then there's some pro-blacks and Pan-Africans who talk directly to the opposition. And I'm not going to say enemy, because I'm not stupid. In the real world, we know there are Europeans who are allies, even though they're weird, and they show it and display it in very weird ways. And even though they are our allies, they're still kind of weird, you know? Things that they do. Anyway, I'm talking about the ones that mean to do us harm. I'm talking about the ones that's been following my page, making comments, because I've been talking to you palm-colored people, because y'all just flabbergasted. They just can't believe I'm saying some of the things I'm saying, right? This is what I want to say to you palm-colored people on behalf of all African people. I'm going to speak for, now this is really hard. I'm going to speak for every African person on the planet. I'm going to speak for the body of African people. When I tell you that, like the great African elephant, we're never going to forget, because we got a long memory. And I just want you guys to understand that we're never going to forget. I know you want us to forget. You want us to move on, right? You even got some allies. Listen, we got some allies that want to skip the whole process of taking responsibility for your group's action. They just want to get to the world peace, love, and happiness, right? They want to skip all that shit and go straight to, I'm a human, I want everybody, I love everybody. No, we can't get to that. I'm sorry. Because we can't skip this step. This is a necessary step. Meaning, you people need to, in full totality, need to recognize what it is that you people do culturally as a culture. Like, this is a culture. This is not a bad apple in an orchard. This is an entire infected orchard. All right? That's what this is. Right? It's been proven. Every day we have proof that when you piss off a palm-colored person, when a palm-colored person is around a whole bunch of other palm-colored people, when a palm-colored person feels emboldened by other palm-colored people, when a palm-colored person doesn't think that anybody else is paying attention, or when a palm-colored person is drunk, inebriated, high, or something where he can't hold in, he can't stay on code, and he blurps out his true feelings. He tells us how they really feel, right? The plausible deniability, the days of plausible deniability is over, because everything is recorded, right? And I know what's been working for you palm-colored people for a very long time has been plausible deniability, right? Manifest destiny. You've been able to justify all the inhuman, subhuman atrocities that you and your people culturally, we're not just talking about bad apples, culturally, institutionally, as a race of people, systematically throughout the entire world, right? No matter where we place you, you systematically displayed behavior unbecoming of a human being, right? Towards other human beings who have done nothing but show hospitality to you at the very beginning. And you've taken advantage of that. And you've taken and you justify all the things that you do. Somehow you can justify genocide when you do it. You just give it a new name. You guys like to name things, right? You think you can hide behind names, but you can't do that anymore, because the people has become a lot smarter than you guys have given us credit for. I know that the powers that be in the palm-colored community, they like to keep their population stupid. It's easy to mold a stupid brain, but it's hard to make someone who's intelligent. It's hard to make them believe stupid stuff. It's hard to make them justify immorality, right? It's hard to make them do that, right? But you keep somebody stupid and dumb, you can make them afraid, and people who are afraid do crazy things, right? You completely wiped out the Tasmanians. The whole race of people wiped out. You don't even talk about that. You completely, for the most part, wiped out all the Native Americans. Barely even want to pretend like that shit even happened, right? The worst, that's probably the worst genocide in the history of humanity, right? Towards a whole group of people. You don't wanna talk about that. You just wanna say God said that you can have this land. God, right? Then you walk around and pretend like this is your place, like you guys come from here, right? You guys, everywhere you guys go, you pretend like you come from there. South Africa, y'all got the nerve. Y'all so bold that some of you palm-colored people who are not even South African nationals, some of them actually went to South Africa and said, you know what, we need a palm-colored place for just us palm-colored people because we're being discriminated against. The gall. You going to Africa, those Africans. If you palm-colored person have a problem with the way South Africa is conducting their business, how the people are treating the people of South Africa, you can go back to where you come from. There's no problem. You can do that, right? For some reason, palm-colored people can grape whole societies, ruin, like totally destroy. Like you guys went to Africa, right, and destroyed tens of thousands of years of human progress, all because you were jealous. You guys came to America and destroyed thousands of years of human progress, thousands of years of human progress, because you were jealous. You guys went to Asia and destroyed thousands of years of culture, thousands of years of progress. You guys are known for destroying books, destroying libraries, destroying knowledge, destroying any type of secular, non-religious education. Do you know Europe, you guys are literally known for killing off people who were intelligent because it went against the church. Yeah, you guys are known for that. You murder. For all the other people, did you know that the Illuminati, all right? Y'all know how we only throw out words and we don't know what the hell we saying, right? We just, Illuminati, somebody came out with a movie. Do you know the Illuminati was a real organization in Europe? The Illuminati was a group of scientists and educators and scholars who wanted to utilize the scientific method to understand nature and humanity. Do you know the religion, the Catholic Church, the Protestant Church, because they didn't want these scientists, these illuminating individuals, because that's what Illuminati is to illuminate, to enlighten, to be woke. Huh? You see how them words kind of come together? Europeans are known for squashing down that type of thing, right? You went to Egypt, right? Napoleon went to Egypt and said, oh, it just so happens all the statues' noses, that's the only place in the world where I guess these statues can sit there for thousands of years, but the nose I guess maybe the rock was weak right there on every single one. Like, how stupid do you think the rest of the world is? Clearly you knew we weren't stupid because you stole all our shit, because you were so fucking amazed by how awesome we are. We are literally your fantasy. When y'all make movies and shit, y'all be making like the elves. The elves always got some big ears. I mean, no, what is it? The fair? Well, I think it's the elves. So they always got some big ears. They're always a little bit stronger than the humans, a little bit more, they got a little bit more twitch muscles. They just a little bit more, they just always a little bit more than the humans, right? And they always go off into the sunset somewhere, to some mysterious land where the sun rises, right? It's always that, right? I'm telling you, you even make movies, right, trying to talk about us without talking about us. Like goddamn Avatar. You literally made a recolonization movie using blue aliens, so you can relive the great days of European imperialism, right? While pretending like you on the good guy side, but you're really on the bad guy side, right? And you just throw in one white savior that has empathy for everybody else, and you can cling to that and say, look, we're a hero. right? You palm color people think that we're just gonna let this shit. You can't come and jack everybody else's shit up, right? And after you get comfortable, right? After your kids get comfortable, after your great grandkids get comfortable, after you establish institutions on the backs of black and brown people worldwide, after you done genocided them, murdered them, stole their land, right? Made up fake currencies and created false value, devaluing everybody else's form of currency so that only you can be rich, right? You spread your religions that have no peace in it at all, right? You go off and willy-nilly bomb and murder whole groups of people and you act like it ain't nothing. But let something happen to one of your little lily female persuasion palm color people. Y'all done lost your goddamn mind. Y'all don't think we lose our goddamn mind too? You think the Palestinian people are gonna just forgive those Europeans, those criminal illegal aliens that went and stole some land and they called it Israel, along with their criminal illegal alien freaking big brothers, America and Britain? Huh? You think the Iraqis are gonna forget how America made up a whole goddamn lie and killed 1 million people in the Iraqi war? You think they're gonna forget about that? Do you think that the Arabs, because right now if you think about it, the thing that was happening after they couldn't really do it like that no more, the Arabs are the new Negroes. They the new ones. That's why they getting attacked. They ain't got no damn resources. They just getting attacked because they Muslim. And they got gas. That's something. Until they run out of gas, they always forever be a target. You think they're gonna forget all the atrocities that Europe has done to their people? You think that after you done got fat off the hog, now you want to talk about peace? Let's all relax. You guys need to let it go. Oh yeah, we're gonna let it go one day. You think the billions of billions with a B, all right? Billions with a B. You think the billions of Africans are just gonna let that shit go? As Africans are just now, continental Africans are just now learning what us African Americans know about you palm colored people in America and Britain. You see, they just coming on board. So if you think 55 million, supposedly only African Americans, and about 55 million other diaspora Africans who are in the know, because we got the information, if you think the way we act, you think that's bad, the way we react, what you think is going to happen when almost 2 billion Africans figure that shit out? You're lucky we ain't like you. That's what you lucky we not like you. You guys have gotten it off very easy. And if I was you guys, I would have been a lot more humble about my situation. Because the thing about it is, we know there ain't that many of you now. You see, before we thought it was a whole bunch of you. Ain't that many of you now, right? And I got this. I done in the age of information, I done put some shit together. All right. See, in America, right? Y'all about 60% of America's population, right? But here's the thing. They say white people are 60% of America's population. But we all know that white people like to call other people white to bolster their numbers. So how many of that 60% are really Arabs? How many of them, that 60% who are classified as white, are really mestizo Latinos? Huh? Because I'm willing to bet a couple dollars that 60% of white people are not all actually white. Because the numbers and what we see in society don't seem to be adding up. We know most of you Europeans live in the countryside, and we know that the population in the countryside is going down, right? Most of us, black people and brown people, we live in the city, right? Because we still work for the companies and the families who enslaved us. We still work for them, all right? Because they're still in the city, the center where the money is, right? So we kind of benefit from that now, because we got good jobs and all. Y'all see that shit on TV and all that stuff. But it don't really seem to be that many of you at all, really, right? So you understand, now that your population is going down, right, you won't be able to maintain the same level of control that you had before. You understand? It doesn't matter how much technology you have. It doesn't matter how advanced you think none of that matters. Because if you ain't got the people, what the hell is going on? See, in DC, shit like this be happening. Let me show y'all. Somebody done did some shit. All right, I gotta turn the camera around. Look at that. Everything's blocked. It's federales everywhere. See, Federales are everywhere. They don't, ain't nobody giving me no detour, nothing. I don't know which way I gotta go. I do not know which way I have to go. About 1,000 police down there. I don't know what to do. Anyway, that's what happens when you live in a big city. I guess I'm gonna book one of these. But you guys seem to think that the status quo of how you guys live is gonna be forever, and it's not. It's because no matter how advanced your missiles are, no matter how advanced your bombs and your technology, if you ain't got the manpower to run it, what you gonna do? Every time you turn around, all those technical jobs that you guys used to do, turn around, some daggone Africans doing it now, right? Some Africans doing it now. You guys were real comfortable in your little neighborhoods when there was no black folks, no brown folks, nobody. It was just an enclave of American white folks living in America. I mean, it's been like that for quite some time until black folks start coming up, Latinos start coming up, Indians start coming up. Now it's like you turn around and now, your neighbors is Indian, black, Spanish. And I noticed that equality is oppression to you. You guys have been so high on the hog so long that equality, right, when everybody is equal, looks like oppression to you. That's how spoiled you guys have been. That equality looks like oppression to you, right? Colored people and African people standing up for themselves and telling you about yourself when you do something wrong, that to you is racist. Because never in the history of your existence, because you guys just got here, never in the history of your existence have you ever really had to deal with racism, right? Had to deal with anything like that, right? Now y'all dealt with a lot of shit. Y'all really mess yourselves up, internally and in-house. But like far as other people, you guys never had to deal with like racism, like the racism you guys created and manifested. But now you guys are being caught out in your bullshit, and you think that's racist. That's how spoiled you guys have been. I just want to let you guys know it's a new day. It's a new day, guys. You can deny it all you want. You can sit back there and you can complain with your fellow palm-colored people in your kitchens and houses about how you don't like these niggas and you wish things could go back to the old days when your white males were unquestionably the ultimate power on this planet and could not be questioned, and the white woman was the second-class human citizen, but yet was more powerful than anybody else. Y'all white women was cool with that, even though your white man's been oppressing you y'all entire existence. But as long as you get to oppress somebody else, you guys were good. But like I said, it's a new day. It ain't like that no more. It's changing. The world is changing. You guys are not the center of this planet. First of all, you guys were never really the center of the planet, right? You guys were just, you guys were effective at creating chaos and death and destruction. You guys are really good at that. I mean, you guys are really good at that for some reason. But look, I know you guys are watching me. Y'all get mad. Y'all be making comments. I don't even block y'all. I want you to see me. And I'm not even racist. I got white friends. See how that works? I'm not racist at all. First of all, I can't be racist. I'm black. I don't have any power to go with my prejudice towards you guys, but I have justified prejudice because I'm a cause and effect. You do something and it causes me to do something. I'm just reacting. Everybody else on the planet is just reacting, right? But mark my words, not one group that you guys have ripped off, marginalized, raped, disenfranchised, and still doing to this day, not one group will ever forget. And every one of those groups that you guys did that to are gonna be bigger than you. The Latino, which is a new group of people, we ain't nothing but a bunch of mulattoes. The Arabs and the Latinos are the same mix. Africoid, European, Asian mix. That's what the hell they are. That's the mix. All right? They never gonna forget about this shit. They not gonna forget about how you guys destabilized Central America and South America. You think the Haitians gonna forget? You think the Cubans gonna forget how America has literally been keeping Cuba down this whole time, all because Fidel Castro pissed them off like about 20 years ago, and they could never kill him, so America's ego is keeping Cuba's economy down, but Cuba still finds a way to thrive anyway, right? You think that these countries that America use sanctions to starve the people? Like, we kill people with sanctions and missiles, huh? You think anybody's gonna forget the shit that you guys did? You think everybody's just we're gonna skip all this shit? We just gonna be all peaceful. It's gonna be peace, love, and happiness and mayonnaise, and we're gonna let the past be the past. We're gonna let bygones be bygones. It's not gonna happen. There's a reckoning coming for you guys. Now, I'm not saying you guys are gonna get. I'm not calling for white genocide or the death of Europeans. No, I'm not calling for any of that. But you guys, there's a reckoning coming. I just want you guys to know that you guys are afraid for a reason. You guys are afraid for a reason. You should be afraid. But what you're doing now is not going to help your situation. If I was you, I would have a healthy fear, and I would start to pivot towards real empathy towards everybody else. I would start to just at least admit the faults of my people and then move on. It's not like anybody's asking you guys to feel guilty. Nobody wants you to feel guilty. You feel guilty. That's why your people are doing everything they can do to get rid of books. You don't want your children to learn about your history. You don't want your children to learn about the real America. You want to create a fake America, indoctrinate your children in that so they can believe that and feel good about themselves. That America is the greatest country in the world because Europeans, they worked hard. They put their, they pulled their stuff from their bootstrap. No, we did all the work. Y'all don't even do the work. Y'all got to get everybody else to do it. That's the ultimate form of laziness. Okay? Think about it. You can't even do it yourself. You got to get other people to do it for you. No, they're going to learn. And here's the thing. You can burn all the books you want. And you guys are so stupid I'm talking about to the racist ones, the ones that watch me, right? The ones that watch me in an argument. I'm not talking about the allies, the weird ones. They're all weird, I'm sorry. But I'm talking about you racist ones, right? You can't stop your children from learning because they're not racist like you, right? Because they're growing up in a multicultural setting. They're growing up, at least the fortunate ones, are growing up with black people, Indian people, brown people. They're growing up, they're best friends, they're girlfriends. They are a new generation and they're tired of your shit. And they're gonna learn, and there's no books you can burn that's gonna stop them from learning. Guess what? We have a thing called the internet. The kids are far beyond us. The kids will learn everything from the internet. Now you can say, oh, we're burning gay books. Guess what? There's a lot of gay material on the internet. So you can burn all the books in the library. Kids don't even go to the damn library like that no more. They just look it up on the internet. Idiots. Y'all burned the books in Alexandria. If y'all ain't burned that shit, y'all would have figured out that black people built those pyramids using the concrete method, you idiots. Why you think all the goddamn measurements are so perfect and fine? Black people been building shit with concrete for tens of thousands of years. Them things is concrete. They poured them goddamn pyramids. They didn't have to drag 2 tons of stone. They poured that shit. That's why it's perfect. But y'all don't want to admit that shit. And that's why y'all can never duplicate it. Because y'all don't do shit like that. That's what Africans do. We're the architects. We do that shit. Right? But anyway, this message is really just for you palm-colored people that's always in my comment section. Because me as a Pan-African, I know who my opposition is. Black people are not my opposition. Even though I battle with them sometimes, I argue with them. But best believe there's no space in between me and the black people who I disagree with. You could never get in between me and the black people I disagree with. I will always pick a black person before you. Because that's my family. That's my peeps. B1, A1. Black first, African first. You will never be able to infiltrate. The days of you infiltrating is over. You can't infiltrate this. The new Pan-Africanism not gonna be infiltrated. We're gonna fight amongst each other about how to go about this. We're gonna battle with our other unknowledgeable, African brothers and sisters, or we're gonna battle with our African brothers and sisters that got different ideas of what we should be doing going forward. We're gonna battle, we're gonna fight, we're gonna cuss each other out, we're gonna say some shit. But don't get excited. Because there's not going to be any room for you to get in there and taking advantage of that. We've learned our lesson. That's why history is important. That's why it's important for African people to learn their history, so they know how they got into this situation, so that in the future they won't get into the same situation. That's important. You guys need to learn your history. Learn what your ancestors did and why they did those things, and why you are in the place that you are in today. So you can appreciate that and have some empathy for the people that put you in the position that you are in today, whether voluntarily or involuntarily. And then you can move on. Then after we do that, after you say, yes, we did this, our ancestors did this, I benefited from this, that's the reality, this is true, racism exists, we got to get better, then we can move on. But until you acknowledge the things that you've done as a group of people culturally, We ain't never gonna move forward. You can yell it from the mountaintops. You can scream and hiss and do all sorts of mental gymnastics to try to get out of this shit. But the reality is, it's never gonna happen until we have these conversations. It's never gonna happen until you, like adults, you admit what your people have done, and then you rectify it. And that's called reparations. And if you don't give us reparations, we're gonna get it. Whether you give it to us, whether we take America for ourselves politically and write our own check, or whether we empower ourselves to the point to where we have corporations and countries so powerful that we can afford to sanction America, who will no longer be the shining city on the mountaintop. We won't have the power to just say no, because they need things from us. They need things from Africans. They need things from Africa desperately, and that is going to be the thing that causes them to have to give us what we do. Now, is it going to be something $1 trillion in cash? No, it'll probably be something policy, taxes, resources, intellectual property. It'd be, you know, I'm not, it can be reasonable here. No one has 20-something trillion dollars to give to one group of people. I understand that. But mark my words, you guys will pay reparations at some point. It's going to happen. All right. So I think that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to clear things up for the palm-colored people that watch me, because I know you guys are watching me. Because y'all just can't help coming in my comment section talking. I can tell. And a lot of you guys pretend like you black. Don't think I ain't peeped it. You pretend like you black, and then you try to sow division. There's a lot of you guys online with no profiles pretending to be black. Pretending to be black. Some of y'all even get generic profiles, right? And have a black picture that clearly look like you went to Google and downloaded it. And you pretend to be black. Y'all be trying to talk it, but I can hear in your mannerisms, the way y'all type, the things that y'all say, that y'all not black. And I'll be calling y'all asses out too. So just keep in mind, we know that y'all doing that. This is the age of information. Shit's different. You're gonna have to change. Anyway, that's all I got to say for now, guys. Tell me what you think in the comment section. This is Afro Think Tank. Learn some, teach them. I'm out.